CIT 1123 Instructional Packet Tracer Video 527. In this video, we are going to configure and modify standard ACLs for IPv4. Specifically, we're going to go ahead and build a standard access control list to control traffic going into PCC, and then we'll go ahead and edit that access control list. And I think we do another one over here for PCA in the second part. Let's take a look at it. First thing they want us to do is I'm just going to go right into step one and look at the steps that they have posted for us. And what I want to do is work backwards because I think it's a little easier to figure out what's happening if you work backwards on these rather than working forward. So first thing I want to identify is that we're going to post this access control list on interface G000. And that interface is right over here. You can see G0/0/0. So we're going to post an access list here, and we're going to filter information leaving that interface, and we're going to filter based on source IP. And what we're going to do here is we're going to allow traffic from Office 1 to gain access to PCC, but on Office 2, the PCD is going to lose traction. It's going to lose its connection to PCC, and PCC is no longer going to be able to go out to the internet because the only thing we're going to permit to get through to PCC is if it's sourced from one of these two subnets over here, because PCA is on the 10 network and PCB is on the 20, PCC is on the 30, PCD is on the 40, and the internet's the internet, so we're not going to be able to get everything working. Now, there's just a step that I left out here at the top, and it's like, why don't you try and ping everything? And the answer is yeah, it all pings. So just take my word for it. If you want to stop the video or you want to just ping through everything, go for it. I say go for it, but it's really unnecessary. Let's go to R3 and let's build this access list. So R3, CLI. Config access list 1. We're going to start with a remark and say what's it for. It's for allowing R1 LANs access. All right, cool. Remarks are great because they give you a little information in case you forget what it is and can't find your regular documentation. You could use a remark. So access list 1 permit. And this is the LAN for where PCA is at. So 1 192.168.10.0. And let's do the same thing for the 20.0. And those are set. And the next line is deny any, which is there's an implicit deny any. We don't necessarily need this, but since it's packet tracer, I'm putting it in. Okay, access list is created. Nothing has changed. Let's go ahead and post it to an interface. So intg 0/0/0 IP access group 1 out. So we're going to post it on the outbound method and should be in good shape. All right, cool. END for the lab, and step C, it says show access list 1. And there it is. And you can see it looks okay. It seems like it looks pretty good. And if you want to look at it from an interface perspective, we can see it show IP intg 0/0/0. And you can see here that the ACL, where's it at here? Here's the interface. Outgoing access list is 1. Inbound is not set. So you can see that it is posted correctly. Now we should give it a test, right? So let's give it a test. Let's go ahead and close that out. And PCA is going to connect to PCC, which I believe is 30.10, if I remember correctly. So let's give that a shot. PCA, configuring here, ping, 168.30.10. This should work if I have my addresses correct. I think I do. Or I don't. All right, let's scratch that. Let's try that again. Oh, it's 30.3. My mistake, my mistake, my mistake, my mistake. Anyway, we can do it, we can go back the other way, and let's give that a shot again. So that's 30.3 that we're looking for, not 30.1 or 10. And let's see if it's successful this time. And it should be, and there it is. And it did work. Okay, cool. Now, what if we try to ping 30.3 from PCD? This should fail. And it does, and it absolutely fails. And here's the horrible part. Not only did we eliminate the ability of PCD to get to PCC, PCC also can't get to the internet anymore. So if we try to ping the 209.165, that's going to fail also. So this is kind of the one of the reasons that we don't like the standard access list as much, is sometimes it filters out a lot more than your original intention of what it is that you wanted to filter out. And you're going to see that this is going to fail also, because we've only permitted source traffic from the 10 and the 20 networks. And going out to 209.165, that's not either one of those, so that's going to fail too. So that's, a little bit about what that access list does as we posted it. So we just tested it, and we've tested through. Everything is good. It's working the way that we would like. And let's get down into step 2, where we configure a named standard ACL. We've done this before, but let's do another one. So we're going to do a named ACL, this time on router 1. And once again, let's work backwards. So let's find the G0/0 interface. G0/0 is, I believe, the one on the left. And there it is, and that's connected to PCA. So we're going to post it there in an outbound fashion. So what are we're sourcing it? The source is from host 30.3 will be permitted, and anything from the 192.168.40.0 network will be permitted. And let's see how that goes. So let's go to router 1, and we'll add that config. And this is IP access list standard. And this is branch office policy. Branch dash OFFICE dash office dash policy. If you don't spell it exactly right, don't worry, you just won't get the points. Here's what we're going to go ahead and permit through 192.168.30.3. That's PCC, 192.168.30.3. We don't have to use a wildcard mask because we use a keyword host. You guys know that. And then we do a permit for 192.168.40.0.255. And those are our 2 permits. And we didn't put a deny any at the end because you don't need it because it's implicit. So that is squared off. All right, let's do a quick exit here. And that access list is now completed. And let's go ahead and post that on that interface. INT G0/0/0 IP access group BRANCH dash OFFICE dash POLICE. Sounds good. And that is going in an outbound fashion towards PCA. And that's set. So let's do a quick exit here. Again, we can do a show access list. And we can see our access list that we just created is built. And if we do a show IP INT G0/0/0, we'll see it's been applied to the outgoing interface on that particular interface, outbound method. Cool. All right, this is looking pretty good. Now at this point, they're going to have us do a ping from. We're going to do our pings from different devices to see what happens. So on R3, we're going to go ahead and ping 10.3, which is PC1. Now here's what they're getting to here. R3 has 3 interfaces. So when it pings, the IP address that it's going to use as the source originally is going to be the IP address on the serial 1.1 interface. So if we look at R3, and we just go ahead and let's just go ahead and text down, maybe show IP int brief, just for fun. The serial 011 is 10.2.2.1. Now that does not have a permit statement on it. So what's going to happen is when we ping from 10.3, or excuse me, when we ping from R3 with the source of 10.2.2.1, it's going to fail. It's going to fail. But we can change that by changing the source to a different IP address that is on an interface. So where it would succeed would be if you looked at those access lists, anything in the 40s would actually be successful. 192.168.40.1 would be successful, but 30.1 would fail, and 10.2.2.1 would fail. So let's ping it. So let's go ping. Let's just do it straight away. Let's not do the extended ping right away. Let's do it the right way. 192.168.10.3. Right? We want to ping there, and it doesn't work, right? Oh no, because it's sourced out of 10.2.2.1. Now let's try and source it out of the 30.1, which is also going to fail because 30.3 will work, but 30.1 isn't going to work. 30.3 has been given a permit statement, but 30.1 has not. So we're going to do a ping again. This time we do a ping. We're going to do the extended ping. So ping IP 192.168.10.3. Repeat 5 times. Datagram size, all good. Extended, yes. Source 192.168.30.1. Remember, you can change the source address, but only to another address that's on that router. So it's not like we can just go, hey, let's just say we're 5.2.3.5. No, you can't. Because first of all, that's not even going to come back to you. But 30.1 is going to come back. So we can use a different interface, not the closest one to where the ping goes out, but use a different interface. And that's what we're going to do here. And that's the only thing we're going to change in the extension. And it still fails, right? Now let's do it again. Let's use a 40. And the 40s, they have been permitted, right? So 192.168.10.3. Oh no! Oh shoot! Control C. Let's try that again. Ping 192.168.10.3. Man, I'm dying here. Ping. There we go. 192.168.10.3. Count 5. Datagram size. Yes. Extended. Yes. Interface value 192.168.40.1. Remember, 40.0 through 255 are all good to go. So this should work, and it does. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, the other thing that's going to work is this. Is PCC is going to work because the host statement is for PCC. It's for 30.3, which is what this device is. Do a quick IP config, and you can see, let's make that a little bit bigger. You can see that it is 192.168.30.3. And if we do a ping back to 192.168.10.3, this is going to be successful. Oh, that's not going to be successful because I didn't type it in right. Let's try that again. 192.168.10.3. That is going to be successful. So the router fails, but the PC succeeds. How cool is that? So that's a little bit about that. Now, the last piece that we're going to do here is we're going to change the access list on router 1. So let's go back and look at that access list on router 1. So let's go over to router 1. And let's just do a quick show. I'm going to do a show run. I like show run. Show runs to me is, I just know where everything's at, and just it works for me. And there, I can pull the access list up from here. So we can see we have 2 lines on this access list, and what they want to do is we want to add a couple more lines. So we're going to do 2 more permit statements. We're going to do a permit, and then we're going to do a deny any at the end. And we're going to do it line by line. It's easy to do. So let's do Control C and Config T, and IP access list standard. This is the worst part, retyping in. Retyping in the name of the access list. And let's go ahead and start adding those. We'll go ahead and add those lines from here. So we're going to add line 30, permit 209.165.200.224, because you got a help desk call that says, hey, I can't get to the internet anymore, and the people are really mad. So you just fix that. And then line 40, and we're just putting in line 40 because this will be the fourth line. Deny any after that, and we're in pretty good shape at this point. So we'll do an end there, and I think we should be good. So what did I do wrong here? Oh, I typed in branch office equals. All right, let's fix that. So it's IP access list standard BRANCH dash OFFICE dash POLICY. There we go. And then let's try that again. So we'll do 30 permit, and we'll do a 40. Deny any, and we're good to go. And we've added in what we needed to change because we blocked them from the internet. All right, that's it for 5.2.7. We'll see you in the next one.